heroes, villains, and sidekicks. Thank you for joining us for the Umbra Initiative post show. Exclusive to patreon.com/the Umbra Initiative. If you're watching, thank you for supporting us over there on Patreon. Yeah, you the MVP.
Yeah.
This is for episode 1, season 2.
Yes.
Yeah, so
It's finally here.
It's finally here.
we're back,
Long
baby.
Waited.
Yeah, so welcome back, guys, to season 2.
It's good to be back.
How do we feel coming back? Do you feel rusty? We feel good? Feel energized?
A little bit rusty
Yeah,
at the start,
definitely feel a little rusty.
but like felt pretty easy jumping right back in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, let's go through the episode and see how we felt. And Will, your first foray officially into the group of the initiative group.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, have a good time.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
We have a lot of fun. I think this is a great beginning. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
There were so many good things that happened.
So we started with a little Bowie segment,
Yeah.
as always.
Of course. He knew it before we did.
Our little Bowie friend, our little ferret friend, going around town, getting scooped up by Misty.
Yeah.
We're getting a little. I think this is definitely a good Misty episode.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of Misty.
Yeah, which I'm really excited for.
Sort of to make up for. She only showed up in one episode,
Right.
At the very end. So, to have her here maybe can help people get more acclimated to who she is. Of course, people season 1 know her, or campaign 1 know her a bit differently. Oh yeah. Go watch that. YouTube, baby.
I'm super excited to see her, like, storyline.
I'm excited to see her set in Cedric and Xavier.
I know.
Yeah.
All those
I'm waiting
characters,
for
like I
them
said.
to all get together,
Yeah.
and that'll be great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Xavier's a hottie now.
I know.
I guess he was in the other one too,
He was a
right?
clean-cut hottie
Yeah.
in campaign 1.
Right.
Very like. Xavier was a.
He was the sports ball guy.
The king, the king of high school, like the prom king, right? Like the suave sports star.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
He wasn't a bad person, right? He wasn't like an asshole, but he had an unnatural talent for wooing everyone.
Yeah.
So we see him a bit more rugged. He's got the beard, the long hair. He's just
Right.
a little, a little grimier, but like, we got Cedric hanging out with Ike.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
I miss
fun.
Cedric so much.
That was fun.
He is a great character.
What's your initial thoughts on him?
So, Ike has so few friends here in the world in general that anyone that is genuinely honest with him, at least as far as he can tell, is a good person in his mind.
That's fair.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure there's more to this guy
Right,
than
no,
meets the
yeah.
eye, but
Even if he goes straight to the bottom.
Bottom of the barrel friend.
exactly.
We also get to briefly meet Molly, a new character within the setting.
I liked her in episode 0.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She made her debut in episode 0. Best friend to Ike over here, and she appeared briefly. We'll see more of her, of course. But
Their little chemistry project.
Right. Yeah.
I have no idea what that was, and I don't want to know.
just when you're cleaning, sometimes you just need to get that deep stroke.
Just explosively clean everything.
Always innovate.
Yeah.
So we start with Barrett picking up some kids at school.
Yeah.
I love that.
A stark contrast to his very first appearance in the series, where he set up a sniper rifle aimed at Arabella.
Yeah. Yep. Very
That's
different.
exactly why I love it so much, because
Very
it's
different.
such a stark, even the way we ended is such a stark difference.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Daddy Barrett, like, just coming in.
Yeah. Very different. Very different now.
He's a bit more in tune with the Hark family.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
It's I like it from like a character development standpoint. Like that whole contrast of now Barrett like has something kind of.
Right.
But also he's still Barrett.
Right.
So
Yeah.
who knows how it's gonna turn out.
Right.
But it's exciting to see it play out. It's gonna be exciting to see it play out.
And we see Arabella trying to acclimate her life back at the compound of convent, the Antirone Quere. She's alone now.
Yep. Big change.
Yeah.
Why do you want her to be alone? What inspired that decision?
I think just because when I thought about her, she was like, because she is like painfully naive, like her life thus far hasn't been exactly like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, it's been pretty catered. Like, she does what she's told and just lives her life that way. And now it's like up to her to do X, Y, and Z. And she's just like, well, I wasn't prepared for this.
It was less like thrown from the nest and more like the nest literally
Right.
to interdimensional pieces under her.
Right. And I was thinking, like, especially since she isn't acclimated to, like, the real world, quote unquote, that it would be better just to be, like, almost continuing to pretend that, like, things are normal.
Yeah. And then we were introduced to Ike through his friends over there. Ike got an apartment.
Yeah.
Nice little place.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Yeah, when you're a multimillionaire, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, damn.
It's gonna be interesting seeing you wave around that bank account.
I know. We're like,
You know,
Ike, we need something.
I was thinking about the situations that the two of you find yourself in with your characters, and one character point could solve that problem. So I don't really feel bad.
Yeah, it's definitely on purpose, 100%.
It's definitely good to have that be part of the character, though, from
Yeah.
both of you.
Absolutely.
Makes sense.
There's a lot of humor in this episode. A lot more comedy than like the first episode of the last season, I think.
Right.
Which I think works well when you're comfortable with the characters shown. You know, and we had Ike meet Sheriff Stone,
That was
Yeah.
good.
character, as well as another character, Roland North.
Yeah.
bumped into.
That was a good.
He seems trustworthy, 100%.
That was a good interaction. I liked that a
Yeah,
lot.
that
I
was
liked that
good.
he recognized your crest.
Yeah. That was good.
We also, what other familiar faces? We have to see Kenzie from the grocery mart.
Oh yeah,
Right.
I was just
Yeah.
gonna ask her name. I was like, what the hell? Kenzie?
That's her.
Why did I think it was Carrie?
Carrie.
I don't know.
Yeah. Close enough.
Yeah, close enough.
Kenzie.
wrong.
There we go.
It's Carrie Lindsay. That was
Oh.
it. That was it. I'm wrong.
Yeah, okay, you
It
freak.
was Carrie.
So it is Carrie. I had it right
If
first.
Carrie Lindsay doesn't have a pair of binoculars on them at all times, I'll be very disappointed.
Carrie Lindsay.
Yeah.
Lindsay's a name. Of course, we saw the hearts. Did we see anybody else? I don't.
Let me see.
Xavier. I think that's it.
Recognize this.
Officer number 4.
Officer number
Yeah.
4.
Yep.
Out of his depth.
Deandra the Heart. Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, I think that's it for this over here.
I like that Laura wants to get a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
I learned it from watching you.
Yeah.
Pumpkin wants a gun.
Right.
Yeah, so we kind of spend more time just seeing where our characters are at the moment,
Yeah.
and then would spark into the big action sequence of the episode.
Right.
So what do you guys think of that?
I like.
I liked the creature a lot. I liked the design of the creature. It did remind me of the moose, which is purposeful in some aspects. But it was if the first fight with the giant mech wasn't against like a kaiju, come on.
It was so good that you got that last hit.
Yeah.
That felt so like appropriate just for
yeah.
you to come in and be like,
Yeah, absolutely. You're not gonna have us fight goon number 1. Like honestly, it has to
Right.
be something big, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that,
Extremely satisfying.
I think
Yeah.
the mech really performed well.
I mean, it helps that it was immune to the
yeah.
detrimental thing.
It had a weaken
That's
effect
awesome.
as an aura.
Yeah.
So if you got into -5 for your stamina, you would have went to dying status like immediately.
Damn.
Yeah. Weaken's no joke, and the way weaken works is that whatever its rank is, so say it's like 15 or whatever,
Yeah.
and you roll, say it has rank 5, so that means its DC is 15. If you roll and fail, you lose however many points, the difference between what you rolled
Oh.
and that up to the rank. So if you rolled a 9, you did a -5 because that's the maximum you could get. So you did a -5 to your roll. But if you had like rank 10 and you rolled a 10, you would get a -10
Oh
Yeah.
my
Wow.
for
god!
your stamina, which could just destroy
That's
some
insane.
Yikes!
and the debilitated status is different for every like stat
Oh
that
really?
gets debilitated.
That's cool.
I don't know where it is here.
I really like debilitated presence from a funny perspective.
Yeah, it means the hero is unaware and remains so until restored to at least a -5 range. So that means you're just completely like, yeah, exactly.
Brain
Fighting.
not function.
Yeah.
A debilitated fighting
Just the dial-up tone.
range means the hero is dazed and defenseless and cannot make close attacks.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Stamina, hero's dying and suffers a -5 modifier to fortitude checks to avoid death on top of it. And then strength, agility, dexterity means you collapse, defenseless, immobile, and stunned, although still conscious and aware.
Imagine if I died the first episode, guys.
Starting strong. Kill a main character.
Dude, you were all so good.
Look, I bought these dice recently, and apparently they were made
Oh,
for
what's
me.
this one?
Yeah.
didn't
I
get
have
to
no
look
idea. It's
at
like a
it.
squid or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm really not sure.
This looks
Huh.
good.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like
cool.
a moose if you hold it upside down.
Yeah,
First.
yeah, it kind of does. like a moose that got stung on the face.
Yeah.
A bumblebee. Yeah.
I started off. Barra started his character interaction with a new character the only way he knows how, in grabbing them,
Yeah, of course.
grabbing them and interrogating them.
Immediate threat of violence.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Immediately.
I mean, from his point of view, that was just bleeding edge.
That's a
Bleeding Edge is after him.
judging from what
Another
you've
Bleeding
seen
Edge had a
before,
giant robot.
Right.
So, it could be.
Amazing.
This is far less spider
Yeah,
than
true.
Mr. Sales.
I love that you drove like your whole truck just like
Yeah.
into the thing.
Just imagine hearing that like.
Yeah. Should just drove the bus into the monster.
I don't know if the truck could drive through that many trees.
Sure can.
It's pretty big.
it's
Pretty modified. You gotta put a jet engine.
Put a turret on there.
turret.
I do like Apex though. He's super cool.
Oh my god, he's so cool. That was
It
so
is
sick.
fulfilling those mech suit fantasies that I've had my
Oh,
entire
so
life.
good.
What an interesting dynamic to this
Yeah.
really is.
gun.
It really is.
Angel. Bigger gun.
Oh yeah.
Mech boy.
Yeah, I'm
Mech
very,
is super
I'm very
cool.
curious about the mech
Yeah, me too. I'm really excited to like
origins and everything.
continue with that.
Yeah.
Ike is curious as well.
We had a strange scene with Misty avoiding
Avoiding Xavier.
Yeah,
Xavier.
because nobody
Yeah.
knows she's there, right? Out of game, I
know.
mean. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Because I think last time. Yeah, because. I don't remember. I'd have to look back at the episode, but I don't remember if she just got there.
Yeah.
Just got.
I mean, she
know.
said she contacted someone in New York and it kind of fell through.
Oh, true. But that doesn't mean people know she's there. You know what I mean? Like,
True. I mean, at least
Her
one person
people.
does.
but I mean that group.
Right.
But I guess that person could be it. I don't know.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, so after your fight, we get the brief introduction of Ike into vents, the explanation.
Yeah.
Yeah, very curious
The
and
lore
interesting weirdness happening around these two, or I guess everybody in the group. I say these two because they're physically visual to me
Yeah.
where I'm sitting, but I mean the whole group.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, as far as you know, the only people that kind of know about this are Stone,
Right.
Misty, these two, right?
Yeah.
Like, and a weird ferret.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I kind of like that you don't know like what's going on because I feel like it makes it like more fun because now you're just like along for the ride, but also I feel like it helps jog memory.
Right. It gives us a reason to
All right,
explain
hold
it.
on.
Yeah.
Makes up for my lack of recap.
I'm like, hold on.
yeah. No, that is. I think that'll be helpful as time goes on
Yeah.
for everybody. Hopefully.
Yeah.
It's a fun dynamic.
Yeah, getting that brief explanation of like kin, Umbra, like that kind of thing. A little bit of bleeding edge, right? Knowing what that is. I think it'll help people reacclimate to those ideas
Right.
too.
Yeah. It's a really good segue.
Yeah.
We also had this moment of, what do we do about Bleeding Edge?
Yeah.
There's nothing. What could you
Right.
possibly do? It's a secret organization.
Yeah.
Even Barrett, who's recruited, knows nothing about them.
Right.
Yeah.
And then this tear in reality kind of appears. And you guys take your first step into the Umbra.
First interdimensional
Yeah.
leap.
That was really well written.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
It reminded me of when we first went to the Converging Expanse
Yeah.
in the first game.
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, interdimensional travel.
Sure, sure.
Especially since it's hard to describe those concepts of like nothing.
Just like weird Lovecraftian.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't know what you see. It hurts. You're back. Whoa. Yeah. Even thinking about it hurts. There's also this like visual parallel. So at the end of episode 1 of season 1, the three characters were on their backs looking up, and at the very end of this first episode,
I thought
the same
about
thing
that
happened.
too.
Yeah.
As somebody from, resembling, Raj looked down at you in the first episode, and now Misty does in different ways. So, literary parallels,
It's very cool.
like poetry. So yeah, and then we ended on that. So, where do we go from here?
Where do we go?
Where do we go now?
It's gonna get crazy. I'm down.
I know.
We were told only a few seconds. Remember?
Yeah.
So it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
In and out.
Obviously,
5
we're
seconds.
leaving first thing next session.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Well, you're back.
We already went in and out.
Yeah, I guess
I was
you're
there.
right.
What that was?
Uh-huh.
It was hard to tell
Yeah.
where we ended up.
Right, pop up.
Yeah, you're only in there for a couple seconds, but who knows? Well, who knows there? But the
Feels
way
like
you guys
forever.
reacted. Traveling through dimensions is not,
Like
something
getting
you
on an
can-
airplane.
Yeah. Ears pop a little.
Yeah.
Headache.
Yeah.
No. And this is something Misty's been doing for years now.
Right.
So we'll see how her experience plays into helping you guys out.
It's gonna be fun.
What'll be in there?
It's gonna be fun. More
really
elephants.
excited.
Who knows?
More
Oh man, 2 of those.
more moose?
Really fun to fight.
More
knows?
moose. Meese.
Moose's final boss.
The
I'll
dreaded
keep down.
Moosefant.
Yeah, so
Moose gets a mech
what sort of
too.
things are you looking forward to for season 2?
So much.
Some things I'm looking forward to. I mean, if we do travel into the Umbermore, just the drastic change of scenery is going to be very different for these characters. I'm kind of looking forward to that.
Okay.
I'm really curious to see what how the mech will react to that.
That's a very good question.
Yeah, how did the mech feel about having his consciousness torn from its body?
If it has a consciousness.
We'll find out.
Yeah, you'll see. You'll see.
I am very excited to interact with both of your characters.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
The way that they are so different from each other and so different from myself, and the triangle there doesn't seem like it's
Yeah.
gonna work. But
It's going to be fun.
I like Ike's just like general confidence
Yeah.
and his ability to just like I'm gonna leap in, like like with the whole like running out into the storm, like following
Yeah.
this strange ferret. He's just like, I'm driven. I have to figure out what's going on. Meanwhile,
Let's
Cedric's
go.
like,
oh yeah, Cedric.
Yeah.
Wonder how long we were in that.
come back is in like a sugar coma.
Yeah. Like what?
There's a lot to look forward to, I think, in that regard.
I'm very excited for a
absolutely.
lot
There's
of
a lot of good
things.
stuff that's happening. I think, like you said, I think the Umbra's gonna really, now that you've been victims of it, like it's been attacking Arcadian Haven, just like the end of season 1, it's time to take the fight maybe a bit more outward.
Yeah.
That's been kind of the struggle of like plotting for this season, at least for me, is that Arcadian Haven is like such a central, integral part of the setting that I was like, oh, if I just have them leave and go back to New York, or go to New York, or go somewhere, like it just, to me, defeated the purpose of the first season of the Umbra Initiative.
Right.
You build up all these relationships with the town, and then you're like, well,
Bye.
upset.
See ya.
So I think using the Umbra, and you'll see how in what ways that it can be used. I think it's going to help you like keep that balance between settings. I think it'll work out well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm very excited.
All right. Well, we can cut this one a little short. We have a lot
It's
more.
the first episode. We got lots of stuff.
Oh yeah.
We got a lot in the works.
All right.
Oh boy.
Thank you for joining us for this post show, excuse me, for episode 1. We're very hot.
It's
It is very
hot.
warm in here.
Very warm.
It is
All right.
very warm.
Thank you for supporting us on Patreon. Go tell your friends.
Do it.
Tell your moms.
Tell your dads.
Tell everyone you know.
Tell everyone.